I'm running a marathon this weekend, and for the first time I'm going to have to perform and run a specific time. Normally I'm filming and I'm just having fun during the marathon. Now I'm actually going to try and run under 3 hours and 20 minutes, which yeah, is quite a lot faster than I normally run it. While getting all my gear ready, all the items that I use for the marathon, I realized that every single item has a specific function, but it also has something that gives me that little bit of an advantage. So today I wanted to share with you the armor that I'm going to be using for the marathon to help me get there faster, safer, in better shape, and hopefully give me that advantage that I'm looking for in order to actually pull it off and run under 3 hours and 20 minutes. Now I'm going to start out with the most obvious item, and then end up with something that I haven't used before that yeah, you might not expect, and yeah, that I think is going to actually help me a lot. Yeah, every single item has that's something extra that could give me a little bit of an advantage. So I wanted to share that with you, and the most obvious part of that is my super shoes. I did a review on the Nike Alpha Fly 2s, and I also did a review on the Pumas, the Nitro Elite 2s that I recently both got. It was hard picking the shoe for this marathon, and I ended up going with the Nike Alpha Fly 2s because they actually have that extra softness, the bounce that you feel from the zoom and the air. It just gave me that feeling that I might get a little bit more support from these when it does get tough after a while. And yeah, I've had some knee problems, so I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. But if it is, then maybe this is just going to give me a little bit more advantage than the Pumas. I really enjoyed running in the Pumas, and yeah, I felt that I got more of that exploding feeling from that carbon fiber plate, that they might actually make me feel a little bit faster, make me run a little bit faster if there's any difference at all. But yeah, I'm going for the softness, and hopefully this will help me with my knee issues a little bit more. Then going up, we'll go to the socks. My compression socks. If you see me in a video running, if you see my legs in a video, I'm wearing socks. Socks are a Dutch brand. I'm really happy with these socks. I use them all the time, and I really feel that compression socks give me that advantage that I need, and give me that the recovery also during the run, but also for after, to not be in pain after my run. So yeah, that's a go-to every single time. Now I'll go for my shorts. I have my X-Bionic Twice 4.0 shorts. And these shorts are compression, and also the fabric is supposed to help you keep your muscles cooler. I've been wearing them for the last couple of marathons that I ran, and I love running in these. They're very comfortable. So yeah, definitely a go-to pair of shorts for me. And as a shirt, I also have my X-Bionic shirt, my Twice compression shirt, that has a special fabric that collects the sweat in the fabric to help cool your body. Now, when I signed up for the marathon, I looked at what the average temperature is on that date, and it's 14 degrees Celsius. Now, getting closer to the date, it got to 16, 18. I thought, yeah, it's going to be a little bit warmer. The average is 14, so yeah, it was bound to be a little warmer than that. Now this week, it went up to 22, 24, 26, and right now it says it's going to be 25 degrees. It changes by the hour, but yeah, we're getting that close now that it's pretty safe to say it's going to be a hot day, no matter what. And I'm kind of worried about that because it's a lot hotter than it has been. I've been training in 10-degree weather, and now it's going to be 25. For me, that's crazy hot at the moment. I actually enjoy running in hot weather during the summer, but that's when I do all my training during the summer, and I'm getting used to the heat. Now I'm not used to the heat because I've been running in the cold, and it's going to be 25 degrees, so it's going to be an issue. So hopefully the shirt will help me a little bit with that. And another item that I hope is going to help with that is my Fennec bandana, also by X-Bionic. I love the design of this, the idea behind it, that it's based on the Fennec fox. The Fennec fox has the ability, he lives in the desert, and he can reflect the sunlight and keep himself cool. And that's what they based this on. And this is supposed to help keep my head cool. So I'm definitely gonna need this, and yeah, especially if it's gonna be sunny, it's also gonna protect me from the sun. So that's definitely something that I hope is gonna help me a lot. Of course, my flip belt. I always have this every single run. I love this item, and yeah, it goes with me everywhere. So this time it's just going to carry my gels, my fuel for the race. Normally it's full of my camera gear, but I'm not going to be filming this race, so no batteries to carry, no other items that I need that is going to give me a lot of extra weight, which is also going to be more comfortable to wear this, because it's never an issue. I can never feel that I wear this, except for when I run a marathon and it's full of gels and it's full of extra batteries, and it just yeah, weighs down a little bit. So this time is going to be a lot more comfortable. Speaking of being comfortable, I have Band-Aids. Yeah, I'm going to need the Band-Aids to help me from being in pain afterwards. So I'm going to be using those, and I have some other tape. I have some Rocket tape, KT tape. I don't have an issue with my knees right now. The training the last 2 months, my knees have been doing well. But yeah, I've been running intervals. I haven't been running a very long distance without stopping. So just in case it's going to be an issue, I'm going to tape in both of my knees. Also, I think somewhere around Tokyo, I'm not sure if it was before or after, but my left Achilles heel has started to flare up a little bit. It was like just a little pinch that I would feel, and now it actually is starting to be a little bit more painful. So I'm going to tape up my Achilles and my 2 knees, and hopefully, yeah, that is going to help. Now, another thing that was an issue the last 2 marathons in New York and Tokyo was cramping. My legs were cramping, and it was really painful. So for the first time now during this race, I'm going to be taking salt sticks, electrolytes, chewable electrolytes. So I'm going to be taking those with me. Hopefully that's going to help me keep away the cramping. Besides that, I've also been taking magnesium supplements. So the magnesium is supposed to be helpful against cramping, and also potassium. So that's why us runners love our bananas. I've been eating a lot of bananas, and hopefully the combination of all that is going to help keep the cramping away. Because if I start cramping during this race, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the finish in my desired finish time. For the fuel that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using Martin gels, Martin drinks. I have some drink mixes. I have a drink for the night before. I have a drink for the morning of. And I have gels for during the race. I also have beet juice shots that I'm going to be using. I've been using that all week in preparation for the race. And I'm going to use those for the morning of the race as well. I also have Xandurance, which are the lactic acid buffer tablets. They're supposed to help you with your performance, your endurance, and your recovery. During the marathon in New York, when my legs started cramping, I went to the medic tent and they gave me BioFreeze. I had never used BioFreeze before. I also got some BioFreeze travel packs, so I'm taking these with me, and I'll carry those in my flip belt just in case I need them during the race. I enjoyed using this during the marathon, so yeah, if I need them, I got them. The last item, the item that I think is going to make the biggest difference for the race, that has made the biggest difference in my training already, is my new Garmin. I have a Garmin watch, the Forerunner 965. I've been loving running with this watch. I switched from Apple Watch to Garmin. It just has a lot more functionality for runners, and I'm loving the functionality of this. It has so many different functions that the Apple Watch just doesn't have, and I've used running by power before and by heart rate, but yeah, now I'm strictly running by pace to see if I could stick to a certain pace. And I've been doing that for my training, and I think I've come to a good pace. And I think the 4.5 minute mark is kind of what I need to stick around. Now, I need to run 3 hours or 3 minutes. No, I need to run 4 minutes and 42 seconds per kilometer in order to get my 3 hours and 19 minutes. Now, that pace I can run, but I figured if I could run just a little bit faster, it would give me that little bit of a buffer. And I got to 4.5 minutes. Now, I believe that my body is not going to know that I'm running 5 seconds per kilometer faster or slower. So it's not going to make that much difference in how I feel, but it's going to make a big difference time-wise over the entire marathon. So I wanted to make sure that I run the pace that I need to run, or just a little bit faster. And using my Garmin has been really helpful with that. It's also going to be the first time that I'm going to be running a marathon with headphones. I got my bone conducting headphones, so I'm still going to hear what's going on, and I'm not going to be listening to music. I'm just going to use it. It's connected to my phone and my watch, so it'll tell me how I'm doing every kilometer, and it will keep me on track. It will tell me also when I'm going too fast or when I'm going too slow. I can set the Garmin and tell it, okay, I don't want to go above this, don't want to go below this, and it will beep and let me know, okay, yeah, now you need to slow down or you need to pick it up. And I think especially for the second part of the race, it's going to be very helpful, because it's going to be tough. So with all this, my armor collected, I think I've set myself up for, yeah, the best possible advantage that I can have, apart from just doing my training. And I'm happy with the runs that I've done, with the time that I had. I had 2 months from Tokyo till now. I had to recover still, and then in between, put in my runs, put in my different types of runs, and also stick to more pacing, more faster runs. I'm happy with the training. I'm confident about the speed that I'm running. It's the weather that I'm worried about. So we'll have to see how that goes. I can't make a video of the race, but I'll make a little before and after recap. We'll see how that works out. But I'll definitely have a video about how I did during the marathon. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you can see the next video. And until next time, get out there and run.